Hello, Explorers.
Oh my god, my voice. Hello, everybody.
Greg, this is like a permanent thing for Greg now.
I hope not. I got my little buddies here to keep me company, though, so just, there you go.
We have, as you guys can see, we have special guests. We have the Dizney Nerd Herders, which came off just a hot live show. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for joining us.
And Jim,
thanks for having us, as always. Really excited to be here. But today we're going to be painting our wall.
Oh, cool. Christmas colors. Jim
It's
gave
the
us
one wall
silent
that we still have
clap.
to do in this room.
And we also have Jim for more sunshine, please. Jim, always great to see you.
Yes.
And thank you guys for joining us tonight.
And Jim's going
Thanks
to be
for having
painting
us.
Jim's going to paint his whole house for us. You're just going to do a wall, but he's going to do the whole house.
Not until the HOA tells me I have to.
We want to, a few things, looking at that intro, just all the different things that we've done over the years. It's been really amazing. Had a chance to experience. We have not yet had a chance to meet the Dizney Nerd Herders.
No, we
I know,
haven't.
look at that.
Hopefully 2023 will be our year, especially since you're now in Florida. And we've had the opportunity to meet Jim several times.
Yeah.
And he'll always be known as Mr. Splash Mountain.
Yep. And we still don't know when our Splash Mountain will actually be changing. Oh, it's okay, Jim. We have the pictures to prove it. It's okay.
So what we wanted to do today on this one, since we're about 2 weeks away from Christmas, and we are going to have a show next week for our Christmas show. We wanted to have guests that we have formed great relationships with. Jim, as I've said this before, Jim, his wife, was the first person who reached out to us with a different YouTube channel, and we created a friendship from that. So Jim is our longest YouTube friend, and even beyond that, just a great friend. Through Jim, we met Stacy and Charlie, and are great friends of ours. And they, if you're not familiar, Jim goes live on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. I get confused with the transition. And then also Charlie and Stacy go live right before us. So they go at 7 o'clock on Wednesdays.
Yep.
So
They were just on, so they're coming fresh off their show to us. And Jim had a good show yesterday. I was working and watching and listening, so I was multitasking. But I got to watch him and the boy. I like how he calls his son the boy. I got to watch them try different flavors of candy canes. Some were hit and miss for you guys, right?
They were all miss.
Some of them look interesting.
definitely have to check that out.
If people don't know what we're talking about, there's a company in Seattle. It's a novelty company. It's a toy store called, I can't remember what it's called, Archie McPhee. And they have their flagship store, I believe, is in Seattle. Anyway, I saw on Twitter, somebody tweeted a picture of Caesar salad flavored candy canes.
Oh my.
Yeah, we made a joke. You could put it in salad, and somebody said, "Oh, just chop it up and sprinkle it in your salad." That would be so gross.
So I saw that, and I knew I had to try it. So, and when I went on their website, they had so many more stupid flavors. So I got 8 of them in total, and that's what we were doing yesterday on the show.
Awesome. Very good. We want to recognize one of our great friends and great supporters.
Yes.
He went through a major surgery today. It's Sir Gary of, I think it's now called a cocktail bar.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much for Sergeant Richard. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
We'll do a little dance for you here in a minute. But Sir Gary had triple bypass surgery.
Yeah.
And so he went through it today. Not a whole lot of people knew about it.
He gave us permission to tell
Yes.
to tell people after it had happened, so he didn't want to make a big thing about it.
Yes.
He was already nervous to begin with, so
And we were on pins and needles just waiting. We did get news that he's out of recovery, and so he's now has to go through that process of that recovery of it. So
but he's doing great.
He's doing as good as he can for
Yeah.
sure. So they were very pleased with the results of the surgery. So our hearts goes out to you, Gary. So
I think we have a little dance.
Yes, we wanted to do a dance for you. Hopefully, when you watch the replay, this will make you feel better. So if you guys want to join us, you are more than welcome to on it. Okay, so it's as we'll do this one.
The woo.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds now, her girlfriends are like. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys.
I'm gonna take these off. I think.
I think it is time for our Spotlight channel. And, you know, we do have a channel that does our Spotlight channel. They're here now. Jim, do you want to do a live version of it, or do you want us to do a video of it?
Well, he's here.
Do the video.
All right. Here.
What?
Jim, take it away.
Chat Check, brought to you by More Sunshine, Please. Side effects may include fever, rash, and extreme flatulence.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jim. And I think we owe another dance right
we do.
now.
First Sergeant Richard, thank you so
Yes.
much. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, here we go. Oh, that's the other one there. We can't do that one. Okay.
Oh my god. Jim, I think, wow.
So,
Jim took a happy
What
pill
was in those
today.
things?
oh my gosh.
Or he was playing the drums or something.
Yes. Let's see. if we
Am I
can-
still on? That's embarrassing.
So, all right, let's get this lined up. Here we go. So thank you. Can't stay for the live stream, but have a great time, everyone. So thank you so much for Sergeant Richard.
Thank
We
you.
know him through, we moderate Nautical Nurse Nancy's show on Tuesdays. We know him from that. So thank you so much. It's really, we really appreciate that. So Greg, let's welcome in all the explorers and give them a wave.
So we have Angela Nemechek, prayers for Sir Gary of the Cocktail Bar, speedy recovery. Paul Eichenlaw, Pepper Tree Villa.
Oh, did we say Pepper Tree Villa?
Yes. Here we go. We got Just Dave,
Hey.
Just Noah's Adventures, Waypoint Explorers, Tony G 1975, Kay Wilby, self-proclaimed Captain Billy J Travels. Has them all My voice is just messed right now. Daniel Fields,
Let's go Buffalo.
Sherry Awesome Sunsets. Where am I at? First Sergeant Richard and Michelle the Quilter, Tony G 1975. I don't know if I said before. Melissa Mouse Talk. Welcome everybody, and if I missed anybody, I apologize.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, you guys. Oh, we got some things that are clicking off like crazy over here.
Oh, that's another thing.
Anthony is traveling. Anthony Simone, he's traveling to our neck of the woods. Well, he's about 3 hours north of us.
California.
Yes, he's coming from Florida all the way to California. So welcome in, guys. I know this was kind of last minute over the weekend. We,
not really last minute.
well, kind of.
Oh, and dilly, everybody. We have our Disney Cruise Line cups, so
Yes.
dilly.
This is a Christmas tree with Mickey and
The
Minnie.
happiest holiday
there.
at sea.
Yes.
What did you put in here? Because it looks like it's all oily in there.
Well, it's eggnog. Yes. Eggnog
Cheers.
with brandy, rum chata peppermint,
Oh my god.
and another. Oh, gingerbread. Look here.
And another thing, you couldn't even remember what you put in it?
It's smooth though. It's not bad. Oh please. All right.
It's a bit strong.
So you guys, thank you so much.
It is, it's very festive.
So I'm curious. You guys are Florida, and
Ben.ptv, welcome.
Hey, welcome, Ben.
And Movie Mania Nick.
you guys, Dizney Nerd Herders, you've recently moved over to Florida, from being from Massachusetts. What has been the big difference?
The weather.
Definitely the weather, also bugs, and
Yeah.
for me, I know that you adapted a lot quicker than I have. For me, it still doesn't feel real. You know, you're working during the day and you're going to parks at night. It's really messing with my brain.
How have the parks been? Have the parks been? Okay, are you seeing a difference during the holidays?
Oh, they've been packed. They've been packed all summer and all fall, and every day they've been packed. It's been, I think it's a combination of they still haven't opened all of the attractions and stores in the parks.
To disperse
some of the
people,
parks
yeah.
disperse, and shows like Fantasmic just opened. Just a few weeks ago, and then and that takes a big crowd out of the park. But if you didn't have that open all summer, now they have enough. It's more people into the general population of the the parks go. They definitely seem a lot more crowded than they used to be, but hopefully
I think
now things are
also
back to normal. Hopefully it'll,
with the vid, I think people that were able to come in,
yeah, there was,
I think they're still, doing their makeup trip that they couldn't do when everything international was shut down.
yes, 'cause, during that whole thing, people were saving hundreds of thousands of dollars just to come spend it at Disney.
Yeah.
Right
Did-
there.
That you need $100,000 to visit Disney.
Well, Disney World. Hopefully, with Bob Iger back at the helm of this great big beautiful ship, the prices will maybe go a little lower.
I don't think so.
Hopefully.
I think you might get more value for what you're paying for, but
Well,
I
that
could
would be
see
nice too, and
Yeah.
bring back the magic feeling more, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we went back in October, it was no November.
November.
I mean, it was Disney and everything, but I don't know. It didn't seem the same, like the same feeling of excitement. Well, I mean, the excitement was there, but it just, I don't know. It's hard to word it. It just wasn't the same.
It's a different experience with the things that you have to do.
Yes.
With the technology that they use, it's a different experience than it used to be. For sure. We never thought Disneyland would go to the Magic Bands. So when they actually announced it, we were like, whoa, okay. I thought that technology was never coming over.
Yeah, I do like those. We actually got the bands. I think they were about $40 each. So
Yeah.
we got the Walt Disney statue ones from
California Adventure.
California Adventures, and they light up and they're in sync with World of Color, with the fireworks, with Fantasmic. So that was pretty cool. But I think they just came out because not many people were wearing them. And I think the people on my left didn't even know that their things were lighting up. Like they were just oblivious to it. So, yeah.
Do you guys have those now? The ones that they're rechargeable that you can charge them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have, well, each one of us has one. They haven't, I'm the only one that's activated mine.
Yeah.
They've had it for months now, and they still haven't activated theirs. That's how motivated they are to activate them, because they do so much.
I mean, it's
You
cool.
know, it just buzzes. It's almost like you're getting electrocuted by one of those electric fences a little bit, and it'll light up and it'll synchronize to some stuff around you. But
I mean,
That's
right.
you're supposed to check your phone and you can do special things on your phone, but we don't do that. So.
Yeah.
the last thing I want to be, like you mentioned before, the last thing I want to be doing is walking around the park with the phone in front of my face. Everything's connected to the phone. It's like, stop it. I want to put the phone away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think about the technology, Jim?
Well, I haven't worn a Magic Band in a few years, and from what I hear about these, I'm not likely to care to get one of those either. Magic Bands always bothered me. I was always worried about losing it, so I just ended up using my annual pass holder card.
Yeah.
Magic Bands aren't my thing.
For me, I prefer the bands because I'm always afraid I'm going to lose the card, and they're just, to me, more convenient just to be able to do it. The one thing I don't know if I like it being rechargeable is when we first bought it, there was already an update, but you had your iPad or your wristband had to be charged
It didn't
in
have
order for
enough
you
juice
to
in
do
it,
it.
yeah.
So we had to charge it, which they give you a little attachment cord, which is specifically for that. And you hook it up to a battery and it charges.
It's like
so.
a clamp. You put it on top and it clamps. So
And it's
had
not
like
it's
two
not a
little metal
universal one.
things.
So it's a specific one. Only that one wristband will use. But Melissa from Mouse Talk, let's go Buffalo. I believe the only ones they do have are the interactive ones, and she thinks that they are a waste of money. I think
Angela
they're
liked them. She said.
I think they're more useful in Walt Disney World because they're basically like your little wallet that
And
they can use.
they're interchangeable with the parks, I think.
Yes,
Okay.
but in Disneyland, they don't have it hooked up to where you can use it as your credit card. So that might come in a little bit later.
That can cause issues, I think, because you might start charging things that you don't want to, or you might not be able to control yourself, and you're just like, ooh, pretty color, as you're just charging and charging. So
Welcome in, Amy. Thank you so much for joining us.
that's what Jim did with his. That's cool. There you go.
Oh,
He,
so
he
she,
made a
forgot.
workout band.
so she was serious.
What?
Melissa says Jim just wears some on his head.
There you go. It's the 80s style. It's coming back.
Look like a Christmas superhero.
I'm a maniac
There you go.
on the floor.
The new Magic Band opened up your hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have where you can set up the Magic Band to your room key, and you can use your band to get into your hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
As well.
Welcome, AJC Magic TV, Demi Bernfeld, Rally Creative Travel. I don't think I missed anybody else.
Oh,
If
I
I
didn't
did,
see
I'm
Blaine.
sorry.
I didn't see Blaine pop up.
Excuse me.
We are a moderator with Blaine on Nautical Nurse Nancy, so welcome in, Blaine. He's also releasing vlogs on the Carnival Celebration, which is Carnival's recently launched ship. So you guys are interested in that, please check that out. Angela, who we went with to Disneyland, she says, I really enjoyed the band. Plus, it makes a great gift souvenir. We the one we chose was Storytellers, because that's at the end of our intro.
on
It
our
says
binder,
we are just
too.
getting started. That's what the plaque says right out next to that statue at California Adventure. So we associate that, and that's why we say that we are just getting started, because of
Yeah.
that statue. So it has a more meaning for us. But there was probably 3 bands that I was interested. They had BB-8.
Yeah.
They had the Disneyland one with the D, and then they had the Walt Disney one and Walt.
Well, speaking
Stuff.
of purchasing things at the parks, when we were there, I saw a lot of their Christmas stuff. I personally wasn't really too excited for what they had for their seasonal stuff this year. What did you guys think? I know all of you have been. Well, Jim, you've been to the parks during when they have holiday stuff out this year, haven't you, as well?
I haven't been this year.
Oh,
No.
okay. Well, maybe you've seen it online or just in the past. What have you guys thought of what they have for their holidays this time around? Any of you?
What's interesting is you have the Mickey's the Merry Christmas Party. Normally, you have specific Christmas party merch. This party, they decided not to do any of that.
So the merch is just, it's what it is, and it's available all the time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different.
There's some cool
Things.
stuff. I like the old kind of looking plaid stuff and
Yeah.
the Fuzzy Joy stuff.
Yeah, very expensive though, like really expensive.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Like a blanket is like $80-$90.
depending
A
on
what?
Yeah,
A
the
blanket.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
It's very expensive.
Wow.
Welcome, Kevin Sparrow.
And Debbie Burnfield, thank you so
Oh,
much for
I
joining
said
us.
that before, but welcome again.
Yes.
Yeah, I did not really see anything. Like, I like to collect their holiday shirts and things like that. I don't even know if they had an official holiday shirt this year at Disneyland or Disney World.
Well, and to be fair, I don't know if the next day is when they started all the new holiday
but
stuff.
they had a lot of their holiday stuff in the Emporium.
They might have
A
more.
lot
though.
of it was there, but yeah, they could have brought out more.
Yeah, it might be more coming in, but we were the very last non-Christmas holiday set.
Jim, do you see anything on, I don't know what social media you use, but like on Facebook, I have the Disney store come up and it has like, Christmassy things and stuff. Have you seen anything this year that you were kind of like, I need that or I don't care or whatever?
I haven't seen anything I need, and like you, I like the T-shirts. That's that's what I look for. But yeah, as others are saying, it's kind of light. I haven't seen much.
Yeah, maybe it'll change for next year now that Bob Iger is here. I seem to be putting a lot on Bob Iger, like save the day, Bob Iger. So we'll see what happens.
Peppa Trivella says merch for this year's is just meh.
Yeah, it's true. It's the same stuff every year.
Melissa
right
says
now.
very few shirts from Melissa. If you guys are not familiar, Melissa Mouse Talk, Mouse Talk, they have a very good channel, and she's also a fellow Buffalo Bills fan. So we're here with some Miami Dolphins fan. Who would that Miami Dolphins fan be? We won't say. Also with a Detroit Lions fan, but we won't say who that is. But
Wow. I was totally not putting you down on your show 2 weeks ago, Jim. I was just saying, yay, we won kind of thing. I wasn't like trying to rub it in or anything, But we did
But
win.
you keep bringing it up. Like you say you're not rubbing it in, but you keep bringing it up.
Yeah. We have...
oh, Angela. She said the only thing she seasonally I really like was the Mickey plaid sweater I paid an arm and a leg for. That is typical Disney.
Why don't we wait on that for next week?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
The one thing that I really enjoyed this year, though, more than Hallmark, are the Disney ornaments that they came out with. We got some really cool ornaments. We got the DuckTales one.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Ratatouille one. And Trick or Treat.
I mean, they're not Christmas, but they're still ornaments.
Trick or Treat isn't, but the other ones
Yeah.
are. But there was probably a lot more ornaments that I could have got. And then they have like the Starbucks ones, like the little tiny miniature ones that look like the cups.
They had a Santa and Mickey on one of them.
Yeah.
That was really cool. We got that one.
So I have a collection. I have a metal tree that has like,
Yeah, it's
instead
over
of
there.
they're like little, they're not sticks, but they're where you
It's
can
like
put
a
one
metal.
single.
It's a metal tree.
Yeah,
and it,
with the
like,
branches.
It folds out into like a 3D-ish tree, but it's made out of metal.
And most
and
of
you
them are
can-
the Disney cups.
You just hook
Starbucks.
on ornaments, or we use it for the little cups.
So
yeah.
those are very cool. All right, so kind of
We had some trivia questions.
Yes.
We have some goodies. If you guys have any goodies that you wanted to
oh,
share,
do you want to bring those in?
they're right here.
Oh, you're good. So we had some. Was it reindeer poop? Is that not reindeer
I
poop?
don't know what you got. But
Did I not buy reindeer poop?
I don't. Why would you want to buy reindeer poop? You have issues.
Oh, gingerbread. Never mind. But it's not gingerbread poop.
No, I don't know what it is with you and gingerbread poop.
So we have
Reindeer
these.
poop.
They're Niagara gingerbread cookie clusters.
Yeah, not with a V, but with an N for Niagara. Let me just make that clear.
And we also have some peppermint cookie crunch clusters, again from Niagara.
Yes, emphasize the N in Niagara. We have some milk chocolate caramel snowmen from Ghirardelli. Can't go wrong with chocolate snowmen. Did we already show this one?
Not yet.
We got Ghirardelli Squares milk chocolate gingerbread cookie with other natural flavors. I don't know how natural it could be with this kind of thing, but okay.
That's good.
And the Ghirardelli, gosh, we really like Ghirardelli. Ghirardelli Squares peppermint bark. Do you guys say Ghirardelli or Ghirardelli?
I think a hard G.
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli, okay.
Najuma Brown.
Welcome to Juma Brown. What did you
You
eat?
say chocolate.
These are peppermint cookie crunch clusters.
And this is a gingerbread. Niagara.
Yes, Niagara. Oh my god. That is not a cluster. That's like a mini chocolate bar where you go trick-or-treating and get a fun size chocolate bar.
While you guys are
Very good.
eating, I picked this up from Trader Joe's, so I've been enjoying this. This is Trader Joe's wine-based eggnog, and it's pretty darn good.
Is it alcohol?
And
It's wine-based.
yeah,
I thought you were drinking alcohol. I mean, eggnog.
yes. Now I normally don't consume much dairy, but eggnog is so good. So I break my rule to drink that. You serve it cold, of course. It's a winner. It's very good, and it pairs nicely with the sardine flavored candy canes.
Ew! That is wrong on every level. You just ruined it.
Welcome,
Yes, it is.
welcome in Orange Cone Vlog.
Sardine.
Yep.
They just recently went on for their first cruise. And Daniel says the Niagara ones are the prescription-free ones.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Waypoint says it's a hard G.
Funny enough, you can get a lot of the other with a V in Mexico. I mean, it is all over the place. You're walking down the street. There's a pharmacy like every 20 feet from you. I'm not even joking. And they have everything that you could possibly want, I guess. But we don't go in there. These are the gingerbread cookie clusters.
Those are good. It's good. Both of those are really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now if you just put them together,
Yes.
that's a whole new flavor altogether.
Jim, what was better? The what was it? Caesar salad cane,
He didn't like any of them, he
peppermint,
said.
or the sardines?
Which was better? Or which was worse?
They're kind of both on par. They were both. Neither of them tasted like what they were supposed to taste like, but neither of them was particularly horrible. They were just, candy canes are good. It's peppermint. You know what you're getting, and it's wonderful. But I mean, this is more of a novelty, of course. But they didn't. It wasn't like I was biting into a fish. It was just they tried to stimulate it with their chemicals, and it was just fun to try. But I've got a whole bunch left over here, and I think I'm gonna send them out to you guys.
You hate us,
You can
don't
try.
you?
I think
He hates us.
I think
He's
pepper-
giving us that kind of stuff.
I bet Avery would love them. Look,
He's getting us back
in
to
your-
the
your-
hot thing.
He's like, you've been bad this year. You're getting a horrible tasting candy cane that's worse than a lump of coal.
Oh my gosh.
I think you should send that to Pepper Tree Villa. They would love it.
Oh my god. I can hear Doug now. He'll be like, "Bleh, I need to get something to throw this up in."
All right,
He's so
he's
funny.
going to take them back to Trader Joe's, and I didn't even get them at Trader Joe's.
Or he'll give them to coworkers if I think they work from home now though, but yeah.
oh my gosh, welcome
Well, thank
in.
you, Doug. This looks like it's open.
Hello, it's my Georgia Live. Long time.
Yes,
I hope you're doing well.
Yes, I hope you're doing well. Definitely have to reach out to you, see how you are doing. Okay, I have 3 things. I know we're going to probably run out of time.
Laura B, welcome.
We have the top 5 Christmas candy. We have the top 10 most hated Christmas candies. It's not by brand, but it's by like a category of candies. So it's not as exciting as what I wanted them to say. This brand is terrible. Or we have the 10 most popular Billboard charts Christmas songs of all time. So what would you guys like to do that?
According to who though?
Well, Billboard is Billboard.
Oh yeah, that's true. You said Billboard.
One is
Okay.
by the Timeout Zone, and then the other one is by it's Timeshare or something like that. Was the other one?
Timeshare.
Yeah, something like
That makes no sense.
I just got out of a timeshare. Hey, if you do the songs, I have a little list of songs, and we can just kind of
Okay,
maybe play off each other.
so these what type of songs would you guys think? And in the chat, if you guys can think, what do you think would be at least one choice that you would think would be in the top 10? So kind of curious. So Stacy, Charlie, Jim, what would you say would be in the top 10?
And this is the biggest selling, or what's the criteria?
This is Billboard's most popular, all-time most popular Christmas songs.
Stacy
And this is
just
as
said
of
when I
this
was
year.
thinking.
This is as of this year, like a month ago.
Stacy just said that when I was thinking. What did you say, Stacy?
It's the Mariah Carey song, but I can't think of what it's called.
Probably All I Want for Christmas.
Yeah, All I Want for Christmas is You.
Yeah.
Yep. That thing play. Every time that plays on the radio, she gets royalties like so many million or 1,000 every time it's played. I've heard. So good on her.
They're on the way, PTV. They're on the way.
That's a good one. I'm the original one, especially. I saw Mommy Kissing Santa. Ben wants to hear the worst, so we'll do that one before.
Jackson 5.
Santa Baby, the Madonna one, that's always on. I have not heard Eartha Kitt's version this year yet.
Jim, what would you say
Now,
would be on there?
Up until Elton John re-released "Candle in the Wind" in the late '90s, the biggest selling song of all time was Bing Crosby's "White Christmas." I'd imagine that's
Good
on
movie
there.
too.
What about the Bing Crosby, David Bowie song that they sang, the duet?
Yeah,
That's a Drummer Boy too, isn't it? Is that?
Yes, the drummer boy.
that's
I think
Yes.
I've heard
Yeah.
that one.
Michelle the Quilter. I don't know if we said hello, so welcome in.
Oh, Waypoint Explorers. I love that one by Brenda Lee, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. That's a big one. every year.
that's what I'm saying.
All right, so I'm seeing stuff in the
Is
chat.
this on your list?
Yeah, that
ones we said?
there has been some of them that are on here. So number 10, Donny Hathaway, "This Christmas," and I was thinking I don't remember hearing that, but when you hear that song, so look it
Yeah.
up. Donny Hathaway.
Yeah,
that's
we
number
can't-
10 of
We
all
can't
time.
play them because we'd be dinged.
Yeah, when I heard that, I
and
thought,
I
whoa.
have to hear the music, otherwise I'm like, I don't know what it is. But if I hear it, I'm like, oh, that's what it was. Okay.
That came out in 1970. Number 9 is
Desiree Hall, welcome.
welcome, Desiree. Number 9 is Bruce Springsteen, "Santa Claus is Coming to Town."
Oh yeah, I like that one.
That one came out in 1982.
Where he's always laughing in it. I haven't seen the music video for it. I want to see that.
This one is a
I've
shocker.
seen them before that.
Yeah, we did. That's all that was there.
Cool.
In 1987, Run DMC has the 8th most popular all-time Christmas song, and it's called "Christmas in Hollis." Who knew?
Wow.
Who knew? Debbie Burnfield said "Silent Night." Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Okay, so let's go down. Number
lot of
7
renditions of
is
them,
not
yeah.
one of my favorites. I think it's a little bit repetitious. Jose Feliciano, "Feliz Navidad."
I always rock out to that. I'm at my desk when that comes on the radio. I'm like dancing around
That came out in
my chair.
That came out in 1970.
Yeah,
1958.
quite repetitive. Yeah.
It is.
Brenda Lee,
I love Brenda
"Rocking
Lee.
Around the Christmas
Yep.
Tree," and that was in there. That was a guess at set number 6. Number 5, this one was in there. 1947, Bing Crosby's "White Christmas." In 1980,
The Jackson 5, Desiree Hall. That's right. The Christmas album.
that's right. 1984, Wham has the 4th one, which is "Last Christmas." Number 3, which is probably my favorite holiday song, is 1961, Nat King Cole, "The Christmas Song."
I like that one too. Oh, I know which one you really like also.
Number 2 is Greg's favorite, "Darlene Love," "Christmas Baby Come Home."
Yep. That's like encompasses Christmas for me. And David Letterman always had her sing it live on his show,
His show,
every
yeah.
year.
And probably the most popular, but I don't know if it's the most hated. It's from 2011, Mariah Carey, "All I Want for Christmas" is
I
number
like
1.
I like the song. Yeah, I like the song.
Now Dominic the Donkey.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Dominic the Dunk. Oh my, I know what you were thinking. I know what you thought she said. Oh my. You thought she said Dominic. Oh my god. Yes, that's. Yeah, he thought you said something. Yeah.
I don't know.
He thought you said dominate.
Oh,
Okay.
One,
You left Jim
wow.
speechless.
one people says Billy Squire, "Christmas is the time
That's
to say I
the
love
that's
you."
the 11 o'clock show.
What about
I remember that one, Daniel Fields. I remember that. That
I
was that's a good one. That's a good tune.
What about what's his name from the Beatles? is it Paul McCartney simply having a
That's one of my
wonderful
favorite.
Christmas time? Yes, that I love how that one starts out with a wham type thing.
Was that Wings, right?
I don't know if it was Paul McCartney and Wings, but definitely it was Paul McCartney.
A hippopotamus for Christmas. That's a fun one too, actually.
I like the original one. Yes.
I know Jim.
As you were going over that list, I'm surprised that Band-Aid song wasn't on there.
That
Oh,
was number
yeah.
that was number 30.
What about the
And that's
ones-
one of my favorite all-time ones.
What about the one, Jim? You like it? I think it's. I don't know if it's Danny Kaye that sang it, but Marshmallow World. Who sings it?
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin, yeah.
I
know.
Dean Martin's Marshmallow World is not only my favorite Christmas song,
Yeah.
it might be my favorite song.
Do you want to
And
hear
it's
the
great,
11
and not the live version. If you YouTube it and if you find the version of him singing it on his 1968 Christmas special, avoid that one. He's drunk and he's making a joke out of it. But the one from his Christmas album is wonderful.
Do you guys want to hear the quick rundown of the 11 through 20?
Okay.
Yeah.
And Oh Holy Night is my favorite Christmas song ever. I just saw Paul Eichenlaub put that up.
Vince Guaraldi, the Christmas Time is Here from Peanuts, is number 11. Number 12, Elvis Presley, Blue Christmas. Number 13, Ariana Grande, Santa Tell Me. That was in 2014.
Never heard it.
Number 14, Andy Williams, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, 1963.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Number 15, Have Yourself a Very Merry Christmas, 1944, Judy Garland.
I still want to see the Judy Garland Christmas special. I've never seen that.
We'll watch it this year. Number 16, The Beach Boys, Little Saint Nick, 1963. Number 17, Joni Mitchell, River, 1971.
That's a Christmas
I have
song?
no idea. 18, The Waitresses, Christmas Wrapping. And that was in 1981. And then I think, who was this? I think Mouse Talk. Bobby Helms, Jingle Bell Rock, number 19. I think you guys had said that. And number 20, Chuck Berry, Run Rudolph Run.
Jim, did you have any on your list that weren't said?
Yes, but I didn't pick mine. For these weren't my biggest hits. These are just the ones I like. I mentioned my favorite ones, Marshmallow World, and then I like Oh Holy Night is right under that, but I don't know which version I like best, so I left that blank. But my third favorite song is Frank Sinatra singing the Christmas Waltz. Are you familiar?
I'd have to hear it.
Yeah, I'd have to
You've
hear
heard
it too.
it. Johnny Mathis singing Winter Wonderland. And one that I listened to a lot last year is the Brian Setzer Orchestra performing the Nutcracker Suite. I think that's so fun.
Which one for Nutcracker?
Brian Seltzer, who was in, what was his band that he
Setzer.
was in? What was the band he was in?
Brian, he was in the Stray Cats.
Stray Cats.
Straight Cats, that's a good one.
Ivana Costa, welcome. Ben only likes the Santa Baby sung by Miss Piggy. That's interesting. I've never heard that version. Speaking of Miss Piggy, the 30th anniversary of the Muppet Christmas Carol was a few days ago, so that is one of our favorite Christmas shows that we like to watch. I know somebody in here didn't really like it, Charlie, but no. I know Charlie didn't like the music in it. Jim didn't like the music either, did you?
I don't remember the music. I'll be honest, but I didn't not like the show. I thought that was good. I just don't remember. The music didn't stick out to me.
Oh, yeah, you guys got to watch that again this year.
Josh
It's
Groban.
a good one.
Josh Groban has some really good ones.
Josh
There's another one he
Groban's
has
Oh
on there.
Holy Night is really good.
He has
yeah.
another one in there that I really like. That it's like a German song, I think, that he's singing in, and it's really good version.
Can I mention a new Christmas special that's out that has a lot of good Christmas music in it?
Mm-hmm.
It's on Disney Plus. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
We
I've
haven't-
seen it 3 times already.
Awesome.
We haven't watched
And,
it
but
yet.
they've got
We did watch
they've
it.
got snippets of great Christmas songs, and not your standard ones. The Waitress's song is in there. You've heard that, but it starts out with the Pogues' "Christmas in New York," or is that what it's called? Fairy Tale of New York. That's what it's called, and that's a good one. And it ends with it. They bookend the whole show with that. And then have you seen on Saturday Night Live? It was Jimmy Fallon and Horatio Sands and Tracy Morgan, and they were goofing around and they sang a song called "Christmas." I wish it was Christmas today. Have you ever seen them perform that?
I might have, but it's been a while.
Okay, YouTube it. It was they did it maybe 5 years in a row, and there's a version in there of the Strokes performing that in the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and that was pretty good as well. But that is a surprisingly entertaining. Not surprisingly, I don't know why I said that, but I've seen it 3 times already this year, and I'm a big fan of it. That Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
We have to watch it. We haven't seen it yet.
We want to.
And sorry.
It's funny and it's touching and it's got good music in it. Yeah.
I know the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 trailer is out. I'm trying not to watch it, but I heard that it's supposed to be the last one, but I heard it's supposed to be very emotional. Don't know what that means, but yeah, I'm trying to steer clear of a lot of trailers right now.
Welcome in, Princess Paula Bell. Thank you for joining us tonight. Ivana Costa says, Miss Piggy with 5 golden rings, but a bump. I don't know if I've heard this one. Not a Christmas song, but we sing it every year around Christmas. Always look on the bright side of life. I'm not familiar with that.
That's Monty Python.
Monty Python.
Yes,
The Life of Brian.
Life of Brian, yes.
All right.
I think you're right.
Charlie and Stacy, I saw you were working on something. Do you have like a little list that you guys can add?
Not for songs, no. We're talking, I think I made a list of my favorite things to watch
Oh, go
Okay,
ahead.
perfect.
for holidays, but
Hi, Mom
I gotta say,
Roberto.
on
Hi,
the
Mom.
Guardians of the Galaxy ride, they have a Christmas overlay, Christmas song overlay.
Awesome.
On which one?
And it's like a new song, so they take like one that's already existing,
well,
right? Or
it's instead of Run Run Rudolph, it's Run Run Rocket.
yeah.
So it's pretty much that song.
Yeah.
I thought there were supposed to be like 12 different songs, but I'm hearing that's the only song that people have heard so far. But I don't know. Maybe it's
We've heard
maybe it's gonna change.
good and bad.
We've only heard
reviews.
that once with the Christmas overlay, so
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
yeah, that's okay. Wasn't bad.
Awesome. All right. What about your list?
The things that I like to watch. Okay, now these are no particular order. One we just watched the other day with Sophie. I think it was her first time actually seeing it from the very start to the end, which is Bill Murray's Scrooged. You guys see that one? It's from the 80s, obviously.
I haven't
Yes.
seen it, and I actually heard a snippet from it yesterday, and I thought I got to see that movie because I've
It's a
never
little
seen
different.
it.
It's a little different. I liked it though.
Yeah.
I saw it at the movie theater.
Yeah, we did too. Yeah. I like it. It's entertaining. If it's on, I'll usually
We'll leave it on.
leave
Yeah,
it.
so we don't. Yeah, so it's one of those ones that if it is on, you'll watch it. But
I'm
I
not
don't
a-
know if we've gone seeking it. You know.
I'm not a big Bill Murray fan, but I would say in that role, he's a character that you can like hate, and I thought he did a good job in it.
I like
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
I like that one.
Like that one, yeah. So that we just watched the other day with Sophie, and it was fun to watch because she's been so busy, and we finally actually get to watch some stuff with her. And we just watched. I know that Jim had mentioned it, and we watched Inspirited, Yeah, so that was, she got a kick out of that too.
Yeah.
seen it yet.
She was all over me because she was saying it was going to be a musical, and it was very musical.
It was. I
There
think
was a
you were
lot
expecting
I
as
wasn't
much
expecting
singing.
all that much singing, but it was definitely, it was good. I liked watching it. I didn't think it was horrible. And you know, we watched Will Ferrell in Eurovision,
Mhm.
and
He can-
I think a lot of people, you know, they give him a tough time about his singing. I think he does all right. He does a pretty good job.
Yeah.
He's not, he's not a professional singer, but he does all right. And Ryan Reynolds, I think he held his own too, and that it wasn't awful. So it was a decent movie. We liked watching it. We had fun watching it as a family.
Mhm.
One of my favorite Christmas cartoons that I used to love watching was it was The Night Before Christmas. I don't know if you guys ever seen that with the little mice,
Yeah,
the
we
little mice
watched that.
family. They have to fix the
every
clock
year.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that one, especially as a kid. I used to love watching that.
It's been a while since
show.
you've seen
Yeah,
that
it
one,
was.
right?
Yeah, but
Every
it was
time
also
every time we decorate the Christmas tree, like well, not every time, we only do it once a year, but that's
Well, every time we do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's we always have that on when we decorate it.
Oh yeah, we always do it for White Christmas.
White Christmas. We put White Christmas on.
That's a tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched
Yeah.
that too. My dad always loved that movie. He would always get
Yeah, it's my favorite.
teary-eyed at the end.
Real quick, welcome in Cruising on the High Seas, and also the Moonlight Adventures. Thank you guys for joining us. We might
was waving.
we will be going over this hour. I know
Yeah.
at 6 we have other channels that go live, but if you want to stick around with us, we'd love to have you with our guests, Dizney Nerd Herders and More Sunshine, please.
Jim from More Sunshine,
Yep,
please.
and Charlie and Stacy from Dizney Nerd Herders.
There you go.
So sorry, guys. Take it away.
It's all right. No, and then the other one. I know this annoys a lot of people. This movie annoyed a lot of people, but we get a kick out of watching The Grinch with the Jim Carrey version of The Grinch.
Oh, I love it.
I know a lot of people say he goes overboard or whatever, but we enjoy it a lot.
He did a really good job.
We think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's hope he likes that one too.
Yeah.
And
Is that a little
it's fun
scary?
and everything.
Do you think the animation on that's a little scary?
Which one?
This Jim Carrey Scrooge.
I thought it was awesome.
No, Scrooge, not Grinch. The Grinch, not Scrooge.
Great.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I
Grinch,
didn't like
yes.
that one you were talking about. I did not.
Yeah.
We saw that in the movie theater, and I did not like that.
I didn't like
It
it.
starts off with the dead guy, right?
It was kind of creepy, but I liked how they made it with the motion capture outfits, and they had to act that way through the whole thing. It's okay. I'll watch it every now and then.
Debbie, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank
Have
you.
a great night. Thank you.
My
Yeah,
favorite.
the Grinch one.
Yeah, we like the Grinch.
Yeah, he did an awesome job in that.
Yep. My favorite Christmas Carol version is the Muppets. I like it. It's different.
Wow, Melissa said she's watched Spirited 4 times.
Oh wow.
Pepper Villa says Spirited was good too. We have to check that out.
Yeah, it's on Apple TV, so I'll have to look at it.
And then
I
the
saw it.
other
We
one,
liked
only other one I mentioned was I know she doesn't like it that much, but it's Christmas Vacation. I kind of like.
Oh, we love that.
My favorite
one.
part of the movie is my favorite part of that movie is when he gets stuck in the attic and he's watching the old films with the Ray Charles, I think, is singing maybe.
Yeah, I think
Um, So,
And the
but
boards
I
come
get
up.
it. Yeah, I like it.
We actually watched that the other day, and I remember that scene. The boards came up and kept hitting him in the head every time he took a step. We like Aunt Bethany. She's hilarious.
Oh yeah, and then the Christmas Story. I like the Christmas Story, and we watched the new one too. The new one with Ralphie being a little bit older.
I told you we haven't watched it yet. Did you like it?
It was worth watching, yes. And
I
there was,
guess, yeah.
and Jim did a great review of it. He was dead on. There was some homage to some old stuff that they did, and I was able to predict some of the stuff that it's like, yeah, this is going to be the such and such and whatever, and that's going to happen or whatever. But it was fun enough to watch, and it wasn't like take for example the Christmas Story Part 2. I think they did in the 80s. I did not like that one particularly, or was it in the '90s? It was the one
It's
with
not a true sequel, yeah.
the Home Alone guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even watch the whole thing on that. I was like, I can't watch this. But this one I could definitely watch. It was definitely a lot more fun
It's a
to
true.
watch.
This
And
one's a true sequel.
I think
Yeah.
it's a true story.
No, I just wish they could have got the original actress from that was the mother, but she
the mother,
retired.
yeah.
She retired, I think, in 2000, before 2010, I think. And so, but I thought, couldn't they like coerce her out of retirement just for this one last role?
Guess
Yeah.
not. You know, one reason why they may not have been able to is I think they filmed a lot of that movie in Bulgaria, so it's not like she just can drive to work from her house.
Oh,
If
wow.
you look at the credits of that movie, it looks like all the names are of Russian descent,
Oh,
and
wow.
we were wondering why are all these names similar like this? And I think one of the filming
Yeah.
locations was Bulgaria. And I think they
Huh.
recreated
Interesting.
the street that he grew up on. I think they recreated that over there.
That's crazy.
I know that
Wow.
the actual house is supposed to be up for sale, and I think the guy
I
that
thought they turned it into a museum.
there was a video that I saw, and a guy that owns it, supposedly was selling it, and the guy that played the other, the punk kid with, oh my god, I forgot his name.
Scott Farkas?
Yeah, Scott Farkas. He was trying to buy it, so I don't know about all, but I saw a video about it. So
Real quick, Pepper Trivella, you guys have a great night.
thank you. Have a nice night.
We definitely have to reach out. We were unable to go to their Friendsgiving because someone was sick. But we want to meet up with you guys soon. We miss you guys. And hopefully we'll be able to get to you within early in the new year for you guys. But have a great night, guys. Thank you for joining us. Is that with? Do you have other ones too, or
I had some. I like Elf.
okay?
With
Oh, yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Okay.
That's always a fun one.
That's what
I gotta
Michelle,
say,
the quilter, said that too.
That's like the only Will
Yeah.
Ferrell movie I really like.
Oh, really? So Charlie likes the Christmas Story, and we tend to watch it many times during the season.
Yeah.
And I don't need to watch it, but I sit and watch it with the family. But since I've seen the new one, I seem to appreciate the first one even more.
Really?
Yeah, I don't, because I liked how there was similarities and stuff. So I don't know. So I think I'll enjoy watching it more than I used to.
The new one is A Christmas Story Christmas, Angela.
Christmas Story, Christmas.
It's on HBO Max.
Yeah.
I thought it was Disney Plus.
And then I just had Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
You have to watch that
Yeah.
at least once. And then I had the Muppet Christmas, White Christmas. So all mine's been mentioned.
I have to throw in all the Rankin and Bass shows. We love them. They're beloved classics. We haven't seen all of them, and like Santa Claus is Coming to Town, The Year Without a Santa Claus, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Those are all classics.
We have that.
Yeah.
And then I think Frosty, the cartoon, is Rankin and Bass also.
It is.
It Was the Night Before Christmas was Rankin and Bass. I don't know. I can't think of it. I know there's Jack Frost. I don't think I've seen Jack Frost, but those other ones, the main ones, I like those a lot. And they
Yeah,
don't
I
play
have
them on
trouble
TV.
watching Rudolph.
I don't like
Because
Rudolph.
Rudolph is, Santa's such a mean jerk in the beginning of it, and there's some other real jerk. I'm like,
Yeah,
I was-
it's not a good kids movie.
it really bugs me nowadays. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
I love the other ones.
I watched them. I took all the stuff that my mom taped for us when we were kids, and I think I'm the only one that really cared to do this. But I had a DVD VCR machine where you could tape from cassette to DVD. So I took all the ones that I wanted to keep because the VHS were getting old, and I transferred them onto DVD. So some of them have old commercials and stuff, but I like to see them because some of them are Christmas commercials. And I told Derek the other day, I'm like, I wonder what these people look like now. I mean, old 80s commercials and stuff, but
Greg is like singing these. I felt like I was watching. What was that with Sylvester Stallone when they were like that radio station?
Demolition Man, yes.
And he's like singing all the like commercials. I'm like,
but it's just I love to make him laugh, and if I make him laugh, then I've served my purpose of what I was doing. But
commercials are definitely different from the '80s to what they are now.
yeah, but we watched the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and I only watch it from that taped version because that's what I remember. That's what I like, even though it's not like HD and all that, like what you'd get off of a DVD you buy. I just watch it from that version because that's what I grew up on, and it's endearing. Yeah, it's endearing to me.
Sounds.
Yeah, but I love it. It just adds to it.
What, Jim? Do you have any that you watch that hasn't been said?
Yes. As far as TV shows, I mentioned this on my live stream, but last year they came out with a Ted Lasso Christmas episode, and we enjoyed that very much. You don't even have to follow the show to appreciate. It's kind of like a standalone episode where it doesn't really follow much of the rest of the story throughout the season. So it's a good one. We've watched that again already this year.
What is that one?
And one I've watched for the last 3 or 4 years already is on Disney Plus. It's Olaf's Frozen Adventure, and I say this every year. I sound like a broken record, but the music in that is so good. You know, it's the same songwriters that do all the other Frozen music. It's the Lopez's, and he is a double EGOT winner, where he's won a Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony twice. He's won all of those twice. He wrote the music for this, and I loved when they used part of it for Sunset Seasons Greetings at Hollywood Studios. That's the beginning of one of the songs they used in that. So that was fun to see. But there's 2 or 3 songs that are really good in that one. So I've been watching that every year. And it's not very long. It's only like 20 minutes long.
Yeah, I remember
but
that.
I enjoyed that. And last year I saw the Lego Star Wars Christmas special, and I thought that was pretty good. And I can't remember what that's on.
Oh, I don't think I even.
That doesn't matter. But that's a good one as well. How they weave the Star Wars story and characters into a holiday story like that.
Is that better than the actual Star Wars holiday special from the 1980s, which I don't think I've even seen that?
Yes, I think that it is. I remember as a kid watching that. Does anybody else?
Which one?
So the Lego, is that the one like
Star Wars holiday special?
Darth Vader got a special cup or something for Christmas? I think that one.
Maybe. But
I do.
When Gregory asked about the original Star Wars holiday special from like 1979 or whatever,
I do.
I remember watching that.
I do too.
Yeah.
With Life Day with Chewbacca.
Yeah, they were on his planet and they were celebrating Life Day. But what I remember is I remembered Harvey Korman. He plays many characters, but one of the characters, he was in the cantina, and B. Arthur was the bartender, and he had the top of his head was just like a bowl or something. So he took the drink that he ordered and he poured it in his head. That's how he drank it. And I remember that as a kid, and and years later, when I watched this stupid thing again, I go, "That's where I saw that. I remember that." So it's kind of funny. And that's the very first time anybody ever saw Boba Fett. There's a animated cartoon in the middle of that, and it features Boba Fett.
Angela said you can see the Christmas Story Christmas on Amazon Prime. I didn't know that, so that's good. My mom brought up Sigourney Weaver being on Jimmy Kimmel to promote the new Avatar, which Derick and I are going to go see that this weekend. I don't know if any of you plan on seeing that, but they usually come out with a couple holiday or movies during the holidays, and that should be a big one. So we're really excited to see that one.
We're seeing it in a theater that moves. The chairs move.
40X.
So that
It'll
should
be like a never-ending, over 3-hour ride of your chair moving around.
Serious? Wow, I didn't know they had that.
We saw the movie Nope with it.
Yeah.
And that was an experience. I'm going to have to take Dramamine.
It moves around. I mean, it's not like this, but I mean, you
will,
rock. You rock around. It shoots air at you. Sometimes there's water that comes out at you. And that movie is in water, so I can imagine how many times they're going to be spritzed with water throughout that movie.
You come out looking like Jim off Sweatshop.
Right? Right.
So you can watch Christmas Shorty.
Make a poncho.
Story.
That's what I said on Amazon Prime.
No, also on Amazon Prime Video.
That's what I just said on
Amazon
Prime. Oh my gosh. Have another piece of chocolate.
Some of the things that we still have to watch is that what you guys mentioned, Spirited. It sounds like we need to check that out. Have to do the second Christmas Story. We always watch White Christmas.
We have to see the Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Yep, and then we
watch.
watch.
Jim likes that one too.
And Avonlea Christmas is what we always watch too. We have to watch that.
There's also another one that we like to watch called A Christmas Toy, and I think it is the original Toy Story, and it's a live action Toy Story. Basically, it's Toy Story with puppets and Muppets because Kermit is in it, but the toys come to life. And when the kids come in the room, they say, people coming, so they have to get back into their spot where they were left. Just like Toy Story, but it's a live action with puppets and stuff. It's really cool. And I'm sure you could watch it on streaming, but that's a good one from the 80s also called A Christmas Toy.
There's a lot out.
What's the name of that Otter one?
Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Don't ask me. I'll tell you.
You were way.
That one should be on. I would think it's on Amazon. I think is what they said, or even HBO Max.
It was an early Muppet. It wasn't like before they started doing the big Muppet movies. They released that.
Yeah, it has a big place in our hearts. It means a lot to me, and it's funny because it's very endearing. You can see the strings at times. When they go down the slide, you could see the strings. When the ducks are flying, you could see like the string going. It's cool though how they do it.
When I first saw that, I thought, what the heck did I just watch? But it's one of those ones
you
that
liked it.
And now every year I'm like, okay,
you have to watch it.
I have to watch it. Michelle the Quilter says she loves Emmett's Otter. I call it the junkyard.
Jim, were you saying something?
Oh, I looked it up on IMDb. It's from 1977, so less than 10 years after Sesame Street went on the air. It's Jim Henson, Frank Oz, and the Muppet big wigs were a part of it. And Emmett Otter is just adorable. Mm-hmm. He's such a cute little puppet.
Yeah.
It's a very wholesome, family-friendly show.
It's sad.
It does have a sad feel to it, but it's also has a happy feel to it as well.
It makes you look at life differently with it. Waypoint says Jingle All the Way. That was a good movie. With Arnold.
Yeah, I saw that in the theater with my dad.
You got things popping.
Is that Turbo Man?
Yes, that was with Turbo Man.
I remember that, Mom. My mom's going off on Sigourney Weaver talking about Avatar and everything. But yeah, that's a good Christmas show, and it's I don't know, it's just very endearing. You guys have never seen it, Charlie and Stacy?
Not that I know.
Yeah,
No.
I know. Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
it'll trigger a memory. I don't know.
You have to watch it, and please tell me and Jim and Derek what you think of it. Tell us what you think after you see it.
Yeah, don't compare it to a modern Muppets movie. Think of it as being one of the original things. So it's definitely a dated one, but it's good.
It's very
Like Fraggle
endearing.
Rock type of thing, or
Kinda. It's just a very endearing movie.
It's very rustic.
Yes.
Michelle says
Okay.
all the puppets were cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It.
Any of the animals die.
I'm sorry.
No.
What?
I
Any of
can't,
the-
I can't handle when they have animals
do
die.
any of the characters die?
No,
it's not that sad.
No, they talk about something that
Not
already
Pixar.
happened, but they don't
Okay.
show anything. It's just the
Okay.
premise of the story. But yeah, it's just like when they go in their little houses and you see a little fire and you see them using the knitting machines. It's like, oh my gosh, this is just like, it looks so wholesome and warm inside this little hut, and it's just, I don't know. It's a very good movie.
Definitely. All right, you guys, as we wrap it up, we've gone over, seems gone by super fast. Jim, what are you looking forward to this Christmas?
Looking forward to spending time with the boy. He's been away at school, but he's home now, and he's home for about a month. So that's good. And that is until he goes overseas. He'll be spending a second semester in Spain. So
Oh, that's awesome.
we'll be spending time with him as much as we can. So I'm happy to have him back home.
That'll be a culture eye-opening experience for him.
Mm-hmm.
Does he speak Spanish?
He's been looking forward to it for a long time. Super excited, and I'm super excited for him.
Is he bilingual?
He knows more Spanish than I do. I'll say that.
So yes and no, or yes.
Stacy and Charlie, what are you guys looking forward to this holiday season?
I don't know, man. We're in a new house. It's going to be our first Christmas here.
Are you
Yeah.
guys?
You know?
You know, we're definitely happy that Sylvie's done with her first semester as
Yeah.
well.
Even though she doesn't do it, we haven't seen her because she's at school.
Yeah, and she has a long commute each way, so
Yeah.
we're definitely happy to at least have her de-stressify a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. Both kids are off for 2 weeks from school, so that'll be really nice.
Well, Sophie's like a month now, so it's good. Like
Oh, yeah.
Sophie's
Yeah.
and Avery's got a couple of weeks off.
Couple weeks.
So, but yeah, you know, just the usual
Are you all
holiday stuff. You know, we're gonna have.
Are you all decorated at your new home now?
Somewhat.
Somewhat. I
tell?
still have 2 bins to go through, but
They're
What's
going
that?
to paint a Christmas mural. Did you not know?
But they haven't yet.
It's snow.
Yeah, there you go.
We're
It's
still
see, it's
working on
snow.
decorating.
There you go.
Massachusetts blizzard.
Zero visibility. You know?
yeah, I'm excited just with the new house and you know, new memories, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And we have to figure out a way to meet up this year.
Well,
we have-
next year.
Next
this
year.
coming year.
Sorry, yes.
Which will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
next year, this coming year. Yes.
Greg, what are you looking forward to?
I'm finding a work-life balance type thing. So I'm enjoying the season. I'm working, but we're all festive and decorated, and I want to watch more holiday stuff for sure because we don't have a lot of time left before Christmas. And Hallmark does have some good shows or movies, but then they start getting repetitious, and I'm like, okay, let's watch something that we haven't seen yet. You know,
Some
or
of the movies have been playing
the
like
classics
4
that we
times
have.
already.
Yeah, I love the classics, and I love this time of year, and I'm just looking forward to continuing to enjoy it. And I know Jim likes the holidays all the way up to Christmas, is what you said last year. But then it's like once it's over, you're like, it's not the same up to Christmas, right?
I like the build up to Christmas Day, I think, more than I like Christmas Day. Yeah. Well, Christmas Day is great, but it's just the whole season. I enjoy the whole month.
Yep. What about you?
You know, I'm very appreciative of, you hear so much things going on out there. I'm just very appreciative of just living every day and the people that make a big difference in your life. You guys make a big difference in our lives. And very appreciative of, because you don't know what tomorrow brings. And you hear things all the time about things going on. And I'm just very grateful, even if it's just sitting in front of our tree, which is over here, just staring at it. That brings me joy. The cats that we have around here, we have a new one who's a terror, but
keeps us on our toes for sure.
He's lovable.
Luckily, he's asleep right now. So
yeah, I'm just very thankful for and blessed of the friends that we've made, and the way our life is. We couldn't ask for more. So
we didn't realize.
I'm just thankful for everything.
Yeah, and you never realize what an impact you have on people, because people have told us how they felt about us, and we're like, wow, we didn't know that. We didn't know you felt that way, or that we had that impact. And you guys are the same way with individuals. You probably found out that you didn't know that you've impacted people that way, and it makes you feel good. So it's just always surprising and always nice to hear that kind of stuff, to be able to give that to people, and for people to share that with us. So
it's the amazing nautical nurse Nancy. Nancy, you never have to apologize.
Nurse Nancy, thank you.
Definitely a dear friend of ours, and hopefully we'll go on a cruise with her someday.
Yes.
Yes.
We were supposed to have some trips, and we had to cancel them, unfortunately. So one of these days, gosh darn it.
Yes. But thank you guys so much. Everyone out there, thank you for joining us. Yep. We appreciate the love and support. Just can't thank you enough. You guys are, Jim, Charlie, Stacy, your families are special to us. One of the reasons why we wanted you on the show tonight, just because you guys mean so much to us. So thank you for taking the time to come on to our show.
Thanks for having us. Right back at you.
Any things that you guys want to say? Things, Jim, what's coming up on your channel?
More of the same. Tuesday night live stream. I drink coffee. I eat stupid things. I'm hoping to rekindle my my TikTok activity, because I've been dormant with that. But the videos I have on there are still there and are really great. So check them out.
So he's hinting, if you can check out his TikTok, please do so.
Yes, do that.
Like and subscribe.
Charlie and Stacy, you guys have been going into the parks a lot. What's coming up on your channels?
Thank you, Nancy.
I know that we've been trying to do more resort videos, trying to bring the resort Christmas experience to our viewers, but I know that they've been getting bumped back because we've just been having stressful days at work. So whenever something catches us, we say, "Oh, I just feel like going into Epcot tonight," or whatever. So we end up doing a live stream from wherever we mentally need to do it from. So, but we do have some shows coming up. We do have some things, like the next week's going to be very busy with Sophie stuff, and we have some family. My sisters are coming down, so it's going to be awesome to see them.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be.
You might go live Friday.
I might go live Friday. I have Friday off. She doesn't, so I might be on live from a park on Friday morning, depending on how I feel and stuff. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And where I'm going to be from, I don't know. But
Other than the live, we normally release videos, vlogs 1 or 2 times a week, but we've been enjoying the parks and the holiday season. So we really haven't been videoing. We've just been more just sucking it all in and enjoying it.
Yeah,
It's amazing down here.
there's so much to do. There's so much stuff you're doing with friends, and then you're doing stuff with family, and then you're doing stuff with trying to do with the channel, and it's flying by. Everything is flying by so fast.
Yeah, so we stopped videoing some stuff so we can actually enjoy it.
And
think it's
we
a great choice.
we super appreciate you guys too. You guys are like family to us too, you know. And
Thank you.
and it's always awesome being on a show with you, or you coming on our show, or whatever. Just talking, or when I get texts from you guys, it's awesome. And we really appreciate you guys. And yeah. And as far as what's coming up, that's pretty much it. Wednesday shows at 7, sometimes a little earlier, and
Yep.
and trying to keep everything together.
We have our last holiday show next week.
We're going to have guests also on there.
ChadCruisers
And No Maps Needed Travel.
Yep. So it'll just be another hangout holiday show. We've been doing holiday shows all this month, so we don't have like an official Christmas show. They're just all month long, really. So
Yes.
but next week will be our last holiday show, so we'll just keep doing what we're doing.
So thank you guys so much.
Thank
Those
you.
of you who watched our show tonight, thank you so much for joining us. Gary, we are thinking and praying for you.
Yes.
Speedy recovery. So as I know, we'll hear from you as soon as we can. You
Just
guys,
rest up.
yes, thank you guys again for joining us tonight. I know we'll definitely talk before Christmas is here, but thank you everyone tonight.
Thank you.
And I'm Derick.
Thank you, Mom. I'm Gregory.
If you forget our names, it's okay, because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
We're just getting started.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.